Okay, so this is not a real test of the test drives video, but I thought I'd make one of my own just to, say that I've got one done this week. Anyway, this is a Dominator ASP, and for this test of the test drives video, I'm going to use my own vehicles, okay? I'm not going to use, normal vehicles, so if I have the vehicle, I'm going to use it. So this time, don't expect these cars to be that good when you get them. You're gonna have to upgrade them to get them to that point. Anyway, let's test drive the Dominator ASP. So guys, I'm not gonna lie, I thought of something during that race. I'm thinking, you know how we're getting those drift traction? I feel like that would be a really cool feature for these test ride tracks, and that's gonna make cars so much better, I reckon. Anyway, what do I think of this car? Well, could be better on turning, I'm not gonna lie. Or maybe it's just my driving, I don't know. But overall, the car looks good, performs well. I'd say go for it. Don't expect me to put cars here that I personally like. I am going to throw some cars in there that I don't like, and I'm not expect. And yeah, this video might be a bit shorter than usual. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, for the sake of this video, I'm not going to complete the whole race. Okay, I'm just gonna do like half of it, or maybe even less than that. But we've got the BMX. Let's just try this thing out. Okay, like I said, I'm not going to complete the whole race. I feel like that's long enough. Let's test drive this thing out. So far, this thing is probably the best thing I've ever performed because so far I haven't crashed into anything. But there's still one more thing I want to test drive, okay? It's this thing. And I'm not joking with you guys. Anyway, guys, I'm not joking about this. I was actually thinking about this as a test drive. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so now I've got the I think it's called the Ocelot. Oh no, it's the Overflawed. I can't pronounce this for the life of me, but let's just try this thing out. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The corners it takes well on, braking and handling is all great, but I'm not gonna lie, I kinda hate the color I picked for this car. Let me know if you guys want me to redo this car in the comments. But let's move straight on to the next one. Okay, so now we've got the Infernus Classic. Let's test drive this thing out. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, the cornering could be better, but I don't hate this car overall. I still think this car could be worth it, but I'm gonna leave this up to you. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this car is worth it, or do you think this car is not worth it? Let's move on to the next one. I think this car is worth it, because I obviously wouldn't have gotten it otherwise. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. Now I've got the Ocelot Virtue. I think this is a fairly new car, so let's just test drive this thing out. And it's electric. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this thing is fast, and this thing can take corners well, and I like the looks of this car. So, if you guys want it, I'd suggest go for it. I mean, I think you could get this car for free even, if you complete the Dax missions, the last dose. I think that's where you can find this car. You can get this car for free. Yep. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea how many cars I'm gonna do today. Okay, so this is the Ocelot Pariah. This is a sports car. Let's test drive this thing out. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, the car performs well, it looks well, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the look of the car. I mean, I don't like what I did with the looks of this car. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. In case I haven't said it yet, I do recommend this car. This car is known to be one of the better cars in the game. I mean, it is the Pariah after all, but let's move on to the next one. Okay, now we've got the Dinka Jester. I think that's what it is. Anyway, let's test drive this thing out. The more I think about it, these cars would look better if they had drifters on them, you know? Anyway, the car performs well, it looks well. As you guys know, I'm a huge fan of the old cars in the game, so I would actually really recommend this car, but you can't obviously get it because they removed it. Honestly, Rockstar, why on God's earth did you remove this gem of a vehicle? Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Okay, now I've got the Shatara bike, I think that's what it's called, but let's just try this thing out. I think we're going to do maybe 2 more vehicles after this one. Okay, so the Shatara bike ain't that bad, okay? I'm not gonna lie. I usually don't like test driving bikes at all, but this one's not that bad. Alright, I think we're gonna do 2 more and that's it. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, I think this is called the Peyote Gasser, so let's test drive this thing out. Okay, I don't even know why I got the Peyote Gasser, but don't get it, okay? It can't take corners well. Let's move on to the last vehicle of the day. Okay, so I think this is called the Kenneth Frontier. I think this is a car my friend did, so let's test drive this thing out. Okay, guys. So I think the car performs well. The car handles well. It brakes well. Everything about the car is good. So yes, I would definitely recommend you get this car. I would definitely recommend you get this car. Anyway, guys, that's gonna wrap it up. If you guys enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.